He has a combination of things that we have never seen.
He can revolutionize the game.
The singular greatest prospect in NBA draft history.
I think everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
He kept it play by Wembanyama. Wembanyama for three. Come on. Wembanyama up top, throwing it down.
The league's really in trouble when he comes in.
Victor Wembanyama is probably the most hyped NBA draft prospect since... No. Close, but no. Well, since LeBron, honestly. Wemby seems to be the ultimate NBA unicorn, somehow even more so than other guys he's been compared to, like Porzingis and Chet. He stands at 7 feet 4 inches tall with a wingspan of 8 feet. This is a kid who makes a guy nicknamed the Stifle Tower look small by comparison. But he doesn't just have the measurements, cause the kid can play. He's the complete package, and he really doesn't seem to have a weakness in his game. But in all sports, we've heard of can't miss prospects before. That definitely did miss. So, will Wemby be LeBron? Highly doubt it. But will he be a bust? Also highly doubt it. So, just how good is Victor Wembanyama? Well, the short answer is we won't know until he takes the court for the Spurs. The long answer is probably pretty good, but there's also some concerns. Before we talk about Wemby's game, though, let's talk a little bit about who he's been playing against. For the last 3 years, Wemby has been playing in the LNB Pro A, the top basketball league in France. A league that in the grand scheme of European basketball is okay. They aren't bad by any means, but they definitely aren't viewed as being as strong as the leagues in Spain, Greece, or Turkey. Just look at EuroLeague titles. The French league has only ever produced one EuroLeague champion. Spain, on the other hand, has 14 winners, Greece has 9, and Turkey has 3. So the competition that Wemby's been facing, far from the best, but also far from the worst. Let's talk about Wemby's game though, and let's get the bad stuff out of the way, because there's really only 2 potential problems. Firstly is his frame. Wemby is listed at 7'4" and between 210 and 230, it depends on the source, and his light frame has been a big source of discussion. It definitely has its upsides. His lower weight means he moves well and has good agility for his size, but many have questioned how he will fare in the post against the NBA's elite centers. Embiid, Jokic, Kat, Bam all tip the scales at over 245 pounds, and Embiid and Jokic are over 280. Now, Wemby's not going to be playing against those guys every single night, but NBA centers are on average much bigger than the centers he's been playing against in Europe. To put it into perspective, there are only 5 players in the French league who had a higher listed weight than the NBA's league average weight for centers. It's believed by many that Wemby's gonna have to put on some pounds if he's gonna survive against the bigger, stronger players of the NBA. But can he? Well, maybe. He is only 19 after all, but most guys who come into the league with his frame aren't exactly shredded a couple years later. Giannis is the exception, but people are already expecting Wemby to be LeBron, so let's not also expect him to be Giannis. But if Wemby can't put on the extra weight, he might struggle